Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you guys are enjoying the content that we're throwing up. And make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoy the video. And yeah, let's begin. Okay, what's going on, guys? This is Rob, and we're bringing back How to Kill Superheroes. I don't even know if anybody cares anymore, right? Like, I have no idea if this video is going to get uploaded, and then people are just going to be like, don't care, and it'll get like no views. I have no clue. But there's only one way to find out. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss how to kill the supervillain Black Hand. But technically, the information that we're going to cover here could more broadly be applied to killing any member of the Black Lantern Corps. So, this is why it's called Black Hand and the Black Lantern Corps. Now, the first thing we're going to briefly discuss is Black Hand, but we'll also need to broaden our discussion to explain exactly what the Black Lantern Corps is as well, before we discuss getting into how to kill Black Hand. So Black Hand made his first appearance in Green Lantern number 29 in 1964, but his origin was actually updated after Infinite Crisis in 2005, which has been the basis of his character that's appeared in modern day comics, and this is the version that we're going to be discussing in this video. Now, this version of Black Hand is actually named William Hand, and his parents are coroners and a funeral director, so he develops an obsession with death and dead bodies at a very early age that would be a huge factor in eventually driving him toward a life of crime. Later, Hand finds himself being sought out by Atrocitus, leader of the Red Lanterns, because he has foreseen that Hand possesses what he calls the power of the Black, which Atrocitus believes will lead to the demise of the Guardians of the Universe. Now, Atrocitus builds a cosmic divining rod to kill Hand by draining him of his energy, but Hand is saved when Hal Jordan and Sinestro show up to stop Atrocitus, which allows Hand to gain possession of the divining rod himself and then escape. Following this, Hand adopts the supervillain moniker the Black Hand, and during the Blackest Night storyline would begin to see an increase in his power level and would begin seeing visions of the Black Power Battery on a dead planet called Ryut. I'm pretty sure it's called Ryut. I could be wrong. These visions lead him to roam the desert, and he begins hearing voices telling him to reclaim souls that have been lost to the person speaking, and eventually he returns to his family's house and kills his parents and his siblings and then commits suicide. It's pretty dark. He's then visited by one of the Guardians of the Universe named Scar, who produces the first Black Power Ring, initially by vomiting it up. Like, I'm 100% serious. That's exactly what happens. I'm not even making that up. This reanimates Black Hand, and Scar gives him the ring. This not only effectively makes him the first Black Lantern, but Scar says that Black Hand is now the physical embodiment of death itself, much in the same way that Parallax is the embodiment of fear, or Ion is the embodiment of willpower. So this is the point in the video where we would typically talk about the powers of the character that we're discussing, and that's pretty much what we're going to be doing here. But we're technically talking about the powers and the abilities granted by the Black Lantern ring, because Black Hand doesn't actually have any powers on his own, since he's just a normal guy that found and stole a cosmic energy draining weapon. So as you guys probably know, the various colored rings in the Green Lantern mythos draw their power from a different emotion on the emotional spectrum of light. Green Lanterns are powered by willpower, Blue Lanterns are powered by hope, Red Lanterns are powered by rage, and so on. The Black Lanterns are a little bit different, as they are actually not powered by an emotion, but by death itself. For that reason, the only ones who can wield the Black Power Rings are those that have already died, and like we discussed earlier with Black Hand, they're reanimated upon receiving the ring. Now, in addition to the abilities common to the Power Rings of any color, such as allowing users to fly and create hard-like constructs, the Black Power Ring confers its wielder abilities that are unique to it. The primary ability of the Black Lantern Ring is the reanimation of corpses, which is really the main function of the Black Lantern Corps itself. Once the corpses are reanimated, any damage they sustain, even the loss of limbs, can be undone by the Power Ring. So in terms of being hard to kill, Black Lanterns pose the difficulty of not only being able to raise an army of the dead to protect them, but also regenerate any injuries they sustain. Not to mention the fact that technically, Black Lanterns are already dead. So our job isn't really so much as killing them as it is any of the reanimation that the Power Ring provides. Furthermore, the wielder of the Black Lantern Ring is able to read the emotion of anyone they encounter in terms of the color on the emotional spectrum that they most personify. So for instance, if a Black Lantern encountered Hal Jordan, they would read his aura as being green because he most personifies willpower. This might not seem like very much of a consequence, and it doesn't really make them harder to kill, but it might actually give us a possible way to exploit a weakness of the Black Lantern Ring. Part of this ability is that there are certain individuals that the ring cannot detect because they don't have normal emotions. This includes demonic forces such as Etrigan the Demon, entities that are not technically capable of human emotions like Cyborg, Superman, and teenagers, and those with an unbalanced mental state such as Scarecrow. All of those individuals have been able to go undetected by Black Lanterns as if they were invisible to them. So while this isn't going to kill a Black Lantern on its own, it might make the task easier if we enlist someone with a similar ability to carry out our plan without being sensed by the Black Lantern. But believe it or not, there are actually a few ways that Black Lanterns, including Black Hand, can be killed. The first way is to simply separate the ring from its wearer. If the Black Lantern loses the power ring, it will cease being a lantern at all and go back to just being a corpse. This can be accomplished if the wielder of the Black Lantern ring is forced to experience emotion, and the ring itself will actually flee from its wearer. This actually happened when Superboy used an artifact artifact known as the Medusa Mask to cause 2 Black Lanterns to feel the full range of emotion in Blackest Night Superman number 3. And as we saw in Teen Titans number 78, the touch of another Black Lantern is also sufficient to sever the bond between a Black Lantern ring and its wearer. The same result can be achieved if the power ring is broken, which would presumably be done by anyone able to exert enough strength, but the amount of strength it would actually take would pretty much be insane. Now, it's also possible to simply destroy the corpse at any rate faster than the ring is able to regenerate it. This has been done by the corrosive vomit produced by Red Lanterns that basically dissolves those it touches, and could also presumably be done by any force capable of disintegrating the body of a Black Lantern, as it would be an instantaneous destruction of the corpse and wouldn't allow any time for restoration. And finally, there are multiple forces within the DC universe capable of destroying a Black Lantern, including Black Hand. First, the White Lantern rings, or the combined force of a Green Lantern ring with any other ring color, can weaken a Black Lantern, perhaps to the point of destroying them. And light-based heroes such as Dr. Light, Halo, and Dove have also been shown to be able to destroy Black Lanterns. So despite the fact that Black Hand and the Black Lanterns are indeed powerful and capable of a great deal of destruction, there are several ways to kill them that we've proven to be effective. I think I got most of them, if not all of them here, but if there is anything that I've forgotten, then let me know in the comments. But with that being said, guys, we're going to bring this video to an end. If you are new here to Comics Explained, make sure you guys hit the sub button to become part of the Rob Corps. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, and I will catch you all later. Peace.